My flight got canceled, so I have to stay another night in California. I had to rent a hotel over here close to the airport, and I lost my vape. So, and I don't have any cigars, so I didn't have nothing to smoke. So I went walking around and I found this at a convenience store. $6.99 for 3 little cigars. But I had no other choice because I need to pass the time. So I'm going to try these. See how that goes. They feel good. I'm gonna open it up. They look good and very interesting. Sometimes, you know, the cheap cigars or the no-brand cigars sometimes are good, believe it or not. So anyway, we're gonna find out soon. Okay, I just opened these up. They're wrapped, double wrapped, plastic within a plastic. Let's pull one out. It's a very light wrapper. So let's unravel this. It's about, I would say about 4.5 to maybe 5 inches, maybe. So I want to make sure that the cracker, I want to make sure that the wrapper's not cracked. It looks good. It doesn't look dry. But I like to moisten the cigar just in case, because when you try to cut it, if it's dry, it'll crack and it'll split the wrapper. You know, if it's moist and you cut it, it won't split the wrapper. So I like to moisten the top and moisten the whole cigar, because sometimes when you punch it, it could just have a ripple effect and it'll crack all the way, you know, wherever there's a dry spot. But it looks pretty moist, you know, because you know, the temperature, you know, when you're in 80-degree weather, that's like a natural humidor. So, you know, you don't even need a humidor when it's, you know, 80 degrees, 90 degrees. Just keep that in mind. So anyway, let's see what happens when I punch it here. Okay. This is a punch that I'm using. I've had this for, I can tell you right now, since 2006. Since 2006. You know, I just have this as a backup. I have it on my keychain. Very handy to have. You know, so I use it in emergency situations like now. So here we go. Success. Didn't crack. I just bought this lighter because I can't buy a torch lighter because they were confiscated at the airport. And this is probably, and they don't sell matches because, you know, they want you to buy the lighter. So, you know, that's what they do. You know, Florida, California, they don't give you matches. New York, you buy a cigar, they give you matches at least. So now I'm stuck with this gas lighter, which is the worst thing you could do to light your cigar. All right, because then your cigars will taste like crap. Actually, they'll taste like gas, and it'll smell like gas. But right now, that's what we gotta use. Something is better than nothing. And it's windy too, on top of it. So now I gotta, you know, try to turn this, light this cigar up. So here we go. Give me 1 second while I light this puppy up. As you can see, I'm still trying to light it because it's very windy. Almost there. See what happens when you use a lighter? Just get a uneven burn. You know, that's why you want to use a torch with butane fluid. I'm still trying. I want to try to, you know, get this part lit right here. Well, it looks like this is the best I could do. And if you're curious, I also got cider beer here. Doesn't have that much alcohol. It's 100% fresh pressed West Coast apples with champagne yeast. No added sugar, gluten free. Bright, juicy, and crisp. Mighty dry. Yep, like I said, it's very windy. But actually, it tastes pretty good. A surprise. This cigar reminds me of a Macanudo cigar. I remember back in the days, the optimal cigar stores before the cigar boom. We would always. That was the first cigar I ever smoked, the Macanudo. It was the optimal cigar. Everywhere we went, we would look for optimal cigars. If you are familiar with that, or if you're a veteran smoker, you know what I'm talking about. The Macanudos. That's the first cigar I ever smoked. But this is very similar to that. Not bad at all for the price. And as an alternative, there's nothing else around. Better than the Philly. So, I'm enjoying it. You know, so I could pass the time, because I think I got an hour left before I could check in. So this is perfect. A decent smoke, believe it or not, decent smoke. So I can smoke one later tonight, and then one in the morning, and hopefully, bon voyage back to New York in a New York minute. So I'm gonna enjoy the rest of the cigar. And remember, don't fight it, light it. Afterwards, I had a nice cup of coffee.